Hello and welcome to HealYourself Therapies. It's Sunday morning, it's early and I'm out with the doggies, so I thought I would do a calm video about some really important things that I'm seeing, patterns that I'm seeing. So I've been doing videos on the Great Awakening for a while now, for a lot of months. I've been since lockdown, I suppose, started in March. And what I've been noticing is this: I've been doing an awful lot of investigation, right? Lots and lots of investigation, and I've seen these patterns that are emerging a lot, and I'm interested to know whether you're seeing them as well. First of all, what I'm seeing is that this multiple people, from multiple sources, and also I include the source that I'm connected with as well, which is outside of this world. Multiple people all the time seem to be giving the same message at the same time. The same message at the same time. And I find this, it's more than a coincidence. This is total synchronicity, and I'm going to give you some examples of that. So, it wasn't so long ago that I did a video which talked about which side are you on, okay? And it was all about the fact that you've got to choose your side. You've got to choose your side, because there's going to come a point where you won't be able to choose your side. And I was referring to people like the doctors, nurses, politicians, the news reporters, all of these people who are feeding fear into the masses through their agenda and telling lies, okay, and knowingly telling lies. And so the message was, you choose your side, because soon you won't be able to jump ship like rats jumping from a sinking ship. At the same time, and it wasn't inspired by the people I heard, but at the same time I heard that message over and over and over again from lots and lots of people saying, you've got to choose your side, you've got to choose your side. I was watching some demonstrations in London. Every weekend they're having demonstrations. Every weekend the police are coming in so heavy-handedly with batons and opening people's heads up and all, and the people are doing nothing. They're just standing there peacefully, and the police are coming in to divide them, like split them up, really aggressive, thousands of police. But what are the people shouting? The people are shouting every weekend, choose your side, choose your side, over and over again. Okay? Now, it's no coincidence. This is synchronicity. Everybody knows that it's time to choose your side. Sides have to be chosen because time's running short. Okay? Time's running short. Another message that I've had about that is this. What I'm aware of is that all of the truther movement is steeped in study, investigation, analysis, and thought. All based on logic, based on taking as many sources as possible, putting it together and coming up with the truth, or at least as close to the truth. And when I say the truth, I'm talking about the current reality. The current reality is changing all the time, of course, but at the moment where we are. But what I've noticed is that when you present people who are asleep with the facts, and this is very important, with facts, indisputable facts from a government website, for example, from various government websites, facts from medical studies that have been run over and over again and come up with the same results. When you present those people with those facts, they cannot hear them. They do not want them. It isn't that even that they don't want them, they cannot hear them. Why? Why is it? when you say these things that they can't hear, and they say, yes, but. Yes, but. Okay? And then they tell you, they spew out something that the news has told you. Yes, but people are dying. Yes, but there are lots of cases. Yes, but we've got to do something. Okay? And you're giving them these facts saying, hey, this is a big load of bull. This is a load of crap. Look, I'll show you why. And they go, yes, but. And for a while I thought, why is it? Why is it that they can't actually, it's like, this is like, somebody is hanging by the fingernails from a cliff. They're hanging down. And you were saying to them, you're hanging off a cliff, by the way. You're hanging by your fingernails off a cliff. And the people look at you and they look around and they say, hey, I just can't see it. And they're hanging there. And you think, well, if they can't see it, something is up. Well, I'll tell you what's up. The people who are asleep deeper than they have ever been before in the history of mankind. They are at their deepest. I'm going to stand here because the wind's blowing. They're at their deepest. They have never, ever been as deeply in... right, I'm going to call it trance for the moment, but I'm going to explain what I mean. It's not trance. We are in a spiritual war. This is World War III. This is a spiritual war between good and evil. And understand that the evil here on earth and in other realms, they are witches, warlocks and wizards. And they're all the bad ones. They conjure up spells all of the time. Now don't underestimate what I'm saying. These people are able to cast spells. They've been doing it for a long time, and never have they been doing it so much as they are now. And the spells come through by way of TV. Check out, there's a very good, interesting couple who talk about the sigils that they use on the TV to put people into trance and to cast spells. But basically, the whole thing, this whole pandemia is a spell. And people are under their spell. That is why they are unable to be reached. We can't reach them because they're under a spell. Okay? A spell has been cast on them. So, what that means is that the facts don't matter to them. They're not interested in the facts. Okay? So, that's one message that came through, and I've heard this over and over again, that people are not willing to even consider the facts. Okay? The second thing is that they're under this spell, okay, and we can't do anything about it. Literally. It is not our job now to wake people up. So this is what's just recently come. This is the next synchronicity that I'm hearing, and this is one that I'm getting, and it is, we cannot wake people up anymore. That is not our job. Presenting them facts will not work anymore. We can't. What we have to do is trust that there are higher powers who are on it. They're on that job. The sun is bringing us ultraviolet light at such a rate, at such an increase. Do you know it's increased by 30% since last year? The increase of the ultraviolet coming through. And it makes you wonder why it is that they're so intent these days in covering the skies with chemtrails and blocking the sun. I wonder why it is that they want to do that. When the sun is raising our vibration so quickly that if it continues at this rate, we are going to have a genetic morphing very soon. In fact, we're having it now, but it's going to be taken to its peak. I've got to get in here because of the wind. It's going to be taken to its peak really quickly. So that's why they want to block the sun up. I think that's one of the reasons. But that's not our job to wake people up. Our job is to be beacons of light. Our job now, and this is the other thing, is the other synchronicity that everybody's talking about, is that we need to start to face the future, get excited about it and create it, which was the theme of the last video. We need to start creating the future, right? The past and the present is to be dealt with by higher powers. Our job is to create the future that we want by getting excited about it, by imagining it, by talking about it, by ideating it, if that's even a verb. It is in Spanish, that's why I'm saying it. Okay, so that's our job. Another synchronicity that's been coming through, and I'll give you some great examples of that, is I was told a long time ago that I needed to start to meditate. And I needed to meditate, why? So that they could come through and start to help me to raise my vibrational energy, right? Which they did the very first time that I meditated, the very first time. Can you believe it? So yesterday my wife said to me, Gordon, I can't get away from the messages. It's just over and over that I've got to start meditating. From everywhere I look, meditating. Okay? My sister spoke to me yesterday and she said, I've just recently started meditating. Meditating wasn't my thing, but I just feel that I've got to start meditating. I started to talk to Mark Atwood and he said, do you know, I've done lots of other stuff, you know, but meditating wasn't my thing, but I've just got to start meditating. Okay? Why are people saying this? Everywhere I look, meditating, you've got to meditate, get meditating, because that's how they reach us. That's how they reach us. So we start to meditate and they will do their bit. We have to do our bit, they will do their bit, and they will help us to raise our energy. Okay? The other thing is, my sister said to me yesterday, and you know what, Gordon? I just get the feeling that our job is not to wake people up anymore, that we are not waking people up anymore. Our job is to look to the future and be beacons of light. That's what she said. She hasn't listened to one of my videos. We need to be beacons of light and create our future. That's what she said. But we're not here to wake people up anymore. We can't. Because they're so asleep, they're so in a spell. Okay? And this is what I'm hearing, that it's not our job to wake people up. Our job is to create the future, to lay the pathway. We are the paviours, making the road to the future. Let them get sorted by people and beings who know how to sort them. Right? It's not our job, so don't frustrate yourself. Don't waste your time throwing facts, throwing beautiful facts, fact bombs, truth bombs at sleeping people that can't hear them. In fact, it just makes them angry. So I found out. I can't help it. You know, when I'm with people and they start talking about this madness and telling me about how many deaths there are and how we have to be careful and how children are killing old people. Oh, it's awful. I get so angry inside. I really get righteously angry. And I find that I can't stop my mouth from saying things. I was out last night and my mouth was saying things, and inside my heart was saying, shut up, Gordon, shut up. And my mouth is going blah, 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 blah. Okay, it isn't easy. It isn't easy, but we have to be aware. It's taking the responsibility away from us. Right, we'll still talk about it. We can't help it. Right, we believe so much in this. But we just need to understand that it's not our responsibility. Okay, that it takes the edge off it. That means you can say it and you can say it and well, if they listen, they listen, but I feel better for saying it. Absolutely. But don't think that it's your job. Don't worry about them. Other beings and other energies are worrying about them. They're taking care of them, okay? Our job is to worry about not to worry about our future, to get excited about our future. Our job is to get excited about our future and create it, okay? So I'll leave that. Watch out for the patterns. When you keep getting the same message, it's for you. The message is for you. When you keep hearing the same thing, it's for you. That's what it's coming for, all right? So don't dismiss it. Don't poo-poo it. It's for you. And so act on it. See you later.